Throughout history, humanity has looked to the earth for medicine and met monsters instead. Some plants heal, others whisper, deceive, or destroy. From ancient rituals to royal assassinations, these roots and flowers have been blamed for curses, madness, and death. They blur the line between remedy and ruin, where science meets superstition, and every leaf tells a story. These are 10 plants with cursed histories. Belladonna. Belladonna, or Atropea belladonna, has been part of human history for thousands of years. Native to Europe, North Africa, and parts of Asia, this plant is known for its dark berries and bell-shaped purple flowers, and for its extraordinary toxicity. In Renaissance Italy, women used small doses of its extract to dilate their pupils, which was considered attractive. The same compound, atropine, can cause rapid heartbeat, confusion, and eventually death. It's the origin of the name Belladonna, meaning beautiful woman. During the Middle Ages, belladonna was associated with witchcraft. Folk recipes describe its use in flying ointments, mixtures that produced vivid hallucinations. These effects came from tropane alkaloids that disrupt the nervous system. Today, modern medicine still uses those same chemicals in controlled doses to treat heart problems, relax muscles, and dilate pupils for eye exams. Belladonna sits at a strange intersection of science and superstition. A plant once linked to witchcraft now has a place in hospitals. A reminder that nature's most dangerous creations can also heal. Cerbera odollam. In the tropical coasts of India and Madagascar grows a tree that wears innocence as camouflage. Its white flowers smell sweet. Its fruit resembles a mango. But inside lies cerberin, a toxin that stops the heart by silencing its electrical pulse. For centuries, it was the perfect murder weapon. Victims appeared to die naturally, even doctors couldn't tell the difference. The tree's name, Cerbera, echoes Cerberus, the Hound of Hades, appropriate for it guards the boundary between life and death. The suicide tree stands as one of nature's most haunting creations, a tree that kills gently, without blood, without trace, only silence. Jimsonweed. It grows wild under moonlight, its white trumpets curling upward like ghostly smoke. Datura, the devil's trumpet, the plant of madness and vision. Its seeds and flowers hold powerful alkaloids that twist the mind and blur reality. Shamans once used it to enter the spirit world. In witchcraft, it was said to fuel the flying ointments that carried souls through the night. In 1676, during the Jamestown Rebellion, British soldiers ate its leaves by mistake. For 11 days, they danced, laughed, and spoke nonsense, victims of their own hallucinations. Since then, the plant has carried the name Jimsonweed, a corruption of Jamestown weed. To those who dared use it, Datra offered visions of gods and demons alike, but always at a cost, for its dream is one that few wake from unchanged. Mandrake. Few plants have inspired as much fear and fascination as the mandrake. Found throughout the Mediterranean, its thick root often grows in shapes that resemble a human body. This likeness helped fuel centuries of superstition. Ancient texts claimed that when the plant was pulled from the earth, it would emit a deadly scream. To avoid death, people were said to tie a dog to the root and let the animal pull it out instead. Behind these stories lies a trace of truth. Mandrake contains powerful alkaloids that affect the brain and nervous system, producing hallucinations and a deep sleep that can be mistaken for death. The plant appears in the Bible and in Egyptian writings as a symbol of fertility. Medieval healers used it in anesthetics and love potions, while others saw it as a dangerous magical tool. Though modern science explains its effects, the mandrake remains one of the most legendary plants in human history, proof of how easily chemistry can become mythology. Solanum Nigrum. The name alone sounds like a warning. Deadly nightshade. A plant as ordinary as a weed, yet as dangerous as any blade. Its black berries glisten like fruit from a fairy tale, sweet and inviting, but they hold a secret. Solanine. A neurotoxin that burns through the body, shutting down nerves, paralyzing muscles, and suffocating the lungs. In ancient Rome, assassins brewed it into wine. In medieval Europe, herbalists feared it as the shadow of Belladonna, a cousin whose beauty lured victims to their death. Folktales said the devil himself tended its roots, and that its berries grew where moonlight touched the eyes of the damned. And yet, its family also feeds us. Eat tomatoes, potatoes, peppers, all nightshades. Proof that the same lineage can birth both nourishment and death. Nightshade reminds us, in nature, danger doesn't hide in darkness. It hides in beauty. Hemlock. In 399 BCE, the philosopher Socrates was sentenced to death. His crime, corrupting the youth and questioning authority. His punishment, a cup of hemlock. He drank it calmly, spoke to his students, and as the poison took hold, his voice slowed, his body stilled, and he passed away. The plant he drank, Conium maculatum, is one of nature's deadliest. Its active compound, conine, blocks the nervous system, leading to paralysis and respiratory failure. The body remains conscious but cannot move. In ancient Greece, hemlock was not just a poison, it was the state's official method of execution. Yet in small doses, physicians used it to numb pain, even to treat arthritis. Its purple-spotted stems earned it the nickname Spotted Death, and though it grows innocently along meadows and fields, its legacy is forever entwined with philosophy, mortality, and justice. Hemlock reminds us that truth has a price, and sometimes that price is paid in silence. Oleander. It grows in gardens, along highways, beside children's playgrounds, bright, blooming, and utterly lethal. Oleander's petals are soft as silk, but inside flows a venom that stops the human heart. The ancients knew its power well. Roman soldiers once roasted meat on oleander branches, only to collapse before dawn. In India, it found its way into tragic love stories where lovers drank its essence to die in each other's arms. Even animals avoid it. A single leaf can kill a horse. Its poison, oleandrin, interferes with the heart's rhythm, turning each beat into a countdown. Despite this, oleander is still planted for its resilience. Drought-proof, evergreen, and impossibly elegant. It thrives where little else can. Perhaps that's why it's so feared, a beauty too strong to die and too deadly to hold. Wolfsbane. In the shadowed forests of Europe grows a flower of cold violet, wolfsbane, or Aconitum napellus. Its beauty is haunting, its touch fatal. The ancients believed it was born from the foam of Cerberus, the three-headed hound of Hades. Folklore said that wherever a wolf died, wolfsbane would bloom. In truth, the plant is one of the most toxic in the world. Its alkaloid, aconitine, disrupts the heart's rhythm and nervous system, killing within minutes if ingested. Even touching it can cause numbness. Throughout history, it served dual purposes, as protection and as weapon. Hunters dipped arrows in its sap to kill wolves and bears. Assassins in ancient Rome used it to silence rivals. During medieval times, it appeared in grim recipes for flying ointments and werewolf cures. Yet beyond myth and murder, wolfsbane found a strange redemption. In small, carefully measured doses, modern science once tested its compounds for pain relief. But the flower's reputation endures. Whether guarding against beasts or creating them, wolfsbane stands as nature's contradiction, a beauty that kills, a legend that refuses to die. Taxus Baccata. The taxus tree stands where the living meet the dead. Its dark needles form silent guardians in ancient graveyards, their roots winding around tombs and bones alike. Every part of the yew is toxic. Taxine alkaloids shut down the heart's rhythm with quiet precision, a death so sudden it leaves no trace. Yet from the same poison, modern medicine discovered paclitaxel, a compound that fights cancer and saves thousands of lives. The Celts saw the yew as a gatekeeper between worlds, evergreen through winter, eternal through decay. Its wood forged the longbows that helped England rise, bending life and death into a single weapon. Few trees carry such contradictions, symbol of immortality, harbinger of death. The yew reminds us that eternity often comes at a price. Foxglove, tall and luminous, Foxglove stands like a choir of purple bells in the forest. Folklore says fairies crafted gloves from its blossoms and punished any mortal who dared to touch them. But behind the myth lies a strange duality. Foxglove's heart-shaped leaves contain digitalis, a compound that can both save and stop the human heart. In precise doses, it becomes a miracle drug, restoring rhythm to failing hearts. In the 18th century, physicians began studying it carefully, torn between fear and fascination. It was called the witch's flower for its unpredictable power. Foxglove teaches that life and death often share the same root, that every miracle has a shadow.